rough, perfect weather.
Yes, well, Ewan mentioned that the first 7 shots he saw today were birdies, and let's go through some of the highlights of what has been a spectacular morning out there.
Jason Day's second hole of the day, the 11th, short par 3. And just straight at it, setting up a birdie. Gets to 1 under after 2.
And over at the par 3 second hole, which was their 11th hole of the day, playing with Jason Day, the 2010 Australian Open champion, Geoff Ogilvy. This was for birdie to move to -4. Straight in the middle for Geoff Ogilvy.
Same hole.
Jason Day for birdie to get to 4 under. He's got some very good peak physical condition too. He's strong.
Now, here's one of our top amateurs who's turned pro just recently. He was part of that Eisenhower Cup team, Cameron Davis. What a round he has put together today.
Certainly has. The 22-year-old from the Monash Club here in Sydney has been playing on the Mackenzie Tour in Canada this year, and certainly a lot of talent, showing it on day 1 here at the Australian.
Well, he was leading and dealing, and this man was chasing.
Yeah, well, his putter seems to be working for him today, Jason, as he fills that up again.
Cameron Davis was 6 under through 7 holes. It's a nice little start to the afternoon or your morning's work, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the first shot that we saw this morning, Grays, he chipped in from over the back of the 7th to move to 6 under, and he's still -6 here on the 14th, chipping from the right side of the green, and he would tap that one in to move to -7.
Now, this is a great story. Jason Norris was on the brink of giving it away. He's a journeyman and then won the Fiji International, which has just changed his life completely.
Yeah, things like that, because that gives him exemptions in Europe too, so it's just has changed his life.
And another young man, another top amateur, former top amateur, Anthony Quayle from Sanctuary Cove.
Yeah, the 23-year-old. He's had 3 top 10s on the Australasian Tour this year, so a consistent performer, and he's well on his way to a 4th, moving to -7 there through 10 holes.
Conditions were perfect, as I mentioned this morning. No breeze whatsoever, and we had some quite heavy rain during the Pro-Am, so it just softened things up a little, didn't it?
Yeah, set the course up perfectly for scoring, and as when they woke up this morning and saw the conditions, they knew they'd have to go out and shoot something low.
Well, Jason Day, he did get it to -6. He double bogeyed the 8th, which was his 17th hole, to drop back to -4, but this to finish with a birdie on number 9, and Jason Day shoots 66, currently in a tie for 2nd.